It's Bourbon Night. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah.
And welcome to Best Worst from Major Distilleries in Kentucky, Volume 3.
Can't believe we're already doing 3.
3. Sarah, do you want to remind people sort of the parameters?
Sure. I think the biggest rule that we have is that none of our answers can be those limited once-a-year releases.
Gotcha.
It has to be, fairly available or something that the distillery offers year-round.
Right. One more before we begin, and that's going to be a correction to our Volume 2. Jim Beam makes a lot of things.
Yes.
They make a lot of things, and sometimes you forget everything they make.
Old Crow is one of those things that I completely forgot existed.
Yeah.
And then I also forgot that they made it.
So I said Old Granddad 80 proof. You said Jim Beam
White Label
the 4-year, and those are, acceptable answers. But people in the comments were
They called us out.
What about Old Crow? So we tried Old Crow blind against the ones that we picked, and we both
100% right.
Agreed that Old Crow 80 proof is not the best.
No, I feel like I really insulted Jim Beam White Label there.
So there we go. Now we can get to our first one.
Ooh.
Get our boards out here, which is Woodford Reserve. Woodford have more in their portfolio than they did, even just a few years ago. It would have been sort of a really short round here.
They have
but now
expanded.
They have some more.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay, you ready?
I am.
3, 2, 1. What do we got? I got the malt whiskey, you got the wheat whiskey.
I tried to draw wheat, but it didn't go well.
Okay.
It just kind of looks like a weird bug.
Okay.
So I actually like the malt. All right. I like a more malty characteristic though. The wheat was just kind of bleh for me.
Well, I guess there's only one way to decide this. Bring them out. All right, got them poured up here.
Wheat versus malt, 2022. Who will win, but also lose?
Also, we should say neither of these are bourbons, and we say bourbons, but
We do. It's technically a whiskey.
break the rules.
It's an American whiskey, but the title card doesn't look as fun.
When you say American
whiskey, including rye, bourbon, malt, wheat, whatever.
Who's gonna click on that?
Nobody. It's just like, it's fine. It's just really, it's like a softer version of regular Woodford.
Nah. Switch. So now I have the wheat, right?
Yes, and I have the malt. For me, this has more depth on the nose.
I'm not in love with the wheat either, but I feel like it brings a little bit more to the party and less objectionable. So I think the malt would still be my least favorite, worst.
I guess I just feel like the malt has a little bit more body. But to be honest, I don't hate either of them.
I don't hate either, no.
Obviously my number one thing would be, I wish it was higher proof, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Okay, now for the best thing from Woodford, I think I have an idea of what you're gonna put, Sarah.
There's only a few options.
All right. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2.
Yeah. Is it double oak or double oaked?
I think it's oaked.
But some things are double
know.
oak. Like
Yeah.
I think the Peerless is double oak.
Well, Jim Beam, I think, is double oak. But this is double oaked?
I need some consistency in my life.
I don't know, but yeah.
It definitely has the most flavor of all of the Woodford lineup. And it is like kind of their only available but stepped up release.
Past just their standard Woodford, yeah.
I mean, if it was anything from Woodford, it would be the double. Right? It would be the double. But
well, would it be the double or would it be the cask strength? Or, batch proof?
Ooh, that's a good question. I do
Probably
like their batch proof.
Yeah.
I guess it might depend on the year. Double's a good one, though.
It is. Moving on to our next distillery, it is Wilderness Trail, our least favorite. Another one that doesn't have
only a few
a whole lot of
options.
offerings. Right, yeah.
Well, they're newer.
They
I like
are.
the offerings that they have. This one was actually hard. I think this one's hard.
It was. I had to try all 5 of them.
All of them.
And this will be our least favorite.
Let's see.
Are you ready? Answers are locked in.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. 3, 2.
Okay, so we both picked the 4-year.
4-year.
It is bottled and bond,
Yes, it is
by the way.
Yes, it is.
Which is why it's hard to kind of pick a least.
It is hard to pick a least
because,
there.
like, starting with bottled and bond, like, we're starting in a good place.
They're all good.
Yeah.
But we don't agree, so that means we get to try things.
Okay.
On my side here is the 4-year wheat, and on your side, Sarah, is the 4-year rye.
Yes.
Both bourbons, just they exchange those percentages in the mash bill. I mean, to say least favorite is stretching it.
Like, I like there's a little bit of, ooh, I just splashed myself in the eye.
You're in the first one row
happen?
of this side of the table.
Seriously.
You're in the splash zone.
There's like a little bit of funkiness on the nose from the rye, I think, but I don't dislike it.
Sarah, I'm gonna take 1 point off because you splashed yourself. Because I realized I hadn't given myself any point. I'll give myself a point. There we go. So you're -1, I'm +1. I haven't splashed myself, so.
I hate this game.
It's not a game, but it always turns into a game.
Where Chad always wins because he's the one in control.
Yeah, not bad. Not
No,
bad.
I think this one just has, I don't know. I need to compare them to be able to speak to.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, okay.
I now have the rye bourbon.
I just like the nose on the wheat. It's so sweet and
I like the nose on
rich.
the rye. It's got a little bit of honey, and it's just a little more pizzazz. Yeah, a little spiciness. I like this. I don't realize that it's my least favorite until I try this one. I'm like, yeah, that will make the wheat, 4-year wheat, my least favorite.
It's just pleasant throughout.
It's
like,
pleasant.
I don't know. It's just comforting in some way.
This is comforting.
For me, this one's just, I think maybe it's just got a little bit more, tiny bit of harshness to it, which by comparison, not in general, I think it's a great product.
Well, it's pretty good.
Which is strange though, because I really like their rye.
Right. Yeah, they're just their
just
rye.
Their rye.
Whiskey. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good when you keep going back to your least favorite, right?
Yeah.
I like it. Well, can we agree on our favorites? Tune in.
I guess
right
now.
Here we go.
I feel like I know what this is gonna be. Okay.
Ready? 3, 2.
So, what did we learn today? We learned
can't
that
agree.
I like the wheated profile of their bourbons, and Chad likes the rye. Do you like my childish sunshine?
I love it.
Can you see it? It's like how every kid draws a sun. I love it.
Childish Sunshine. That was almost my rap name, but I couldn't say it. Childish Sunshine.
Childish. Man, that's a tongue twister.
Childish Sunshine. I can't do it.
Try it at home. Let us know.
See, you couldn't do it either.
You couldn't do it.
All right. I have the 6-year rye bourbon.
I have the 6-year wheat bourbon.
And looks like you need a new bottle of the 6-year wheat
Oh,
bourbon.
gee, I wonder why. Maybe it's because it's the best.
Well, actually, I tell you what. I thought we didn't have the rye bourbon. They're the same.
It's how did you tell them apart? Like, just for them to know.
The mash bill on the side.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. The other one's the 4-year. It's yellow and black. Yellow is the wheat. Black is the rye bourbon. Here they're both gray. Both of the 6-year there.
Interesting.
You really have to look on the side. I don't know. Just a little feedback. Wilderness Trail. We love you. Yeah. Oh, that's a good nose.
No,
what a
me,
difference 2 more years makes.
When they first came out with this one and we tried this was like one of my favorite things that had come out.
I really loved it too. So I was actually surprised when I tried
They're both
these.
good, let's be real.
Yeah.
But which one's the best? Creamy, sweet, a little bit of heat.
All those things
oak
you
notes.
said with a little bit more heat, rye spice.
This is so weird because I'm not usually the one who's like, I love wheat.
But you do usually talk like that.
But I talk like this.
It's very annoying. All right, wheat.
On the rye, I get, I don't know, some dark berry, evergreen, and it's nice. I like that, but I think I like the wheat better.
I like the wheat a lot. It's soft. But what I'm liking about the rye bourbon, it's just got a little bit more oomph there, you know? I'm liking that spice being in there.
Normally, I am a rye bourbon girl, but
Me too.
today, or with these two, I guess the rye has like a touch more earthiness towards the finish, which again, I expect.
I like it.
I just don't like it as much as I like the wheat. A house divided. Wow, we can't agree on Wilderness Trail.
All right, well, before we roll into our third distillery, we want to pause and tell you about our home on the internet. It's WhiskeyAmbitions.com. It's where you can get the zip hoodie that you were wearing. We're both wearing the classic logo because this...
it's vintage now, Chad.
Yeah, this 2-color hoodie is on sale right now. This is on sale right now as well.
It has a Drink More Bourbon on the back. Yes.
It does.
Both on sale.
You can also get our Glencairns and our Copitas, our rocks glasses, our water glasses, bottle cut candles, and more. That holiday scent will be coming before too long.
It's already up, Chad.
No, the holiday one.
It's already up, Chad.
Oh my Okay, it's already up at
Just in case.
WhiskeyAmbitions.com.
You can also become a patron at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight and join our community for as little as $1 a month. That is where we release our exclusive barrel picks, discounts on that merch that he was talking about, the opportunity to participate in barrel picks, and after the episode exclusives.
There you go.
Fun stuff.
Okay, we'll be back right after this. Now for the main event, if we have one, it is Heaven Hill. The thing about Heaven Hill is you also have Evan Williams. There's a lot of bottles.
So many sub-brands.
But we tried not to forget any like we did on the Jim Beam.
And we tried a lot of them.
So this will be the one that we enjoy the least.
Okay.
The worst. In 3, 2... Aha.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this one was very clear cut.
Yeah, so this is the Evan Williams Green Label, also known as 80 proof. A one that isn't even sold here in Kentucky.
We don't see it in Kentucky. We've
but
got
we've
it in
seen
Tennessee.
it elsewhere. Yeah, Tennessee, and I think we've seen it in some other states too.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of took the cake as far as our least favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, we thought maybe it was gonna be like cabin still or something like that. So we tried that. We tried this. You know, I know some people will probably be like mellow corn, which I disagree with. I like mellow corn. I mean, for what it is, I like mellow corn. But yeah, this one was the one that we were like, yep.
So we can agree on some things.
We can.
Can we agree on the favorite?
Ooh.
Well, let's find out right now. Final one here.
Bet you we don't agree on this.
We'll see. 3, 2.
No. No.
Also, no.
Okay.
That's a rye.
It's barely legal. You said earlier with the Woodfords, you said malt and wheat, it could be something different besides bourbon. We just put bourbon.
I did.
This red flag on the play.
No.
Limited release, comes out 3 times a year.
Does not come out once a year. Comes out 3 times a year.
That's still limited.
No. It doesn't say limited on the bottle.
You have a January, a May, and a September release.
Yes.
That's a limited release.
So you have 3 times a year and you can find it.
You can't really find it.
Some people can. This is, I get that it's a little hot button. All right, Sarah.
No.
But some people be like, yeah, I can find it. We went to Texas, we saw it sitting on the shelves.
Well, if I had known that this was gonna be okay, then I also would have put this, but I think that that's cheating.
You decided to pick a rye.
I think that this is unfair.
What do you all think?
Well, if I hadn't have picked a rye, and you hadn't have picked this, if this was disqualified, what would you have picked?
Well, I don't know.
I think I would have picked McKenna 10. I think I would have picked Henry McKenna 10-year single barrel.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 10-year product.
Yeah.
I don't really care about it being single barrel, other than like sometimes you get a great one. Sometimes
bottled
you get
and bond.
I do like the bottled and bond.
You can put that down now, Sarah.
This one is higher proof.
It's basically a bourbon.
You included.
It's a barely legal rye.
You can't be like, oh, you can't have a rye. Literally earlier, the first thing that you said on the first Woodford.
We break the rules.
You said we can break the rules.
I said we do break the rules. I didn't say we can.
You didn't say it had to be a bourbon in the rules at the beginning. We just said it couldn't be a limited release. Limited release.
Yeah.
I want to know what you guys think. Also, after having done 3 of these episodes, like you saw, we're getting into the wilderness trails and the Woodfords, where there's only like 6 or less products that are readily available on the shelf. Like I know other distilleries, like we're looking at Michter's,
Bullet.
Bullet. They're 4 products. You know, we're gonna start getting into like without the limited releases. What can you say?
We can also go outside of Kentucky. We'll do
We
Kentucky
could.
until there isn't any more major Kentucky distilleries. But the thing about going outside Kentucky is a lot of times we don't have everything from that distillery, so we can't really weigh in. But we want to know what you guys think, so let us know down in the comments what you think we should do next.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We really do appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to us already, come on over. We'd love to have you. You can do so by clicking right up here. There's suggestions of other videos down here. We hope to see you over there. And one of those, there's a lot of them. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay, until next time, I don't have a bourbon, but drink more water.
It's important.